Welcome to Cecil.tv. I'm your host, Rob Chirnside. It's July the 3rd, and we prepare in the little town of Northeast for the Salute to Veterans fireworks display going off tonight in Northeast Park. Well, we'll be talking to folks this evening as we meander down to the park to find out just what the 4th of July means to them, how they celebrate, what they do, and why it's important. And there are many fine stores in Northeast, including Toby the Golden Hero, and we found Debbie, the owner, and she's going to tell us about what the 4th of July means to her. Debbie, great.
The 4th of July is all about our veterans. I took care of my dad 11 years, World War II vet who was handicapped, and that was the best thing I've ever done in my life. So 4th of July is about our soldiers.
Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Bob.
They're walking to the park. The buses are rolling in. And I hear tell there's even people arriving by jet ski. An event of this magnitude takes a bit of organization and a committee, and we just happen to have the president of the committee, Gene Daley. Gene, welcome.
All right, thank you. It's good to be here.
How many years has it been now?
21. This is our 21st annual Salute to Cecil County Veterans. Yes.
And all the, now correct me if I'm wrong, all the exhibits and events and vendors are all veteran organizations?
That is correct. Yeah, all of the food vendors, the rubber ducky races that we're having here, they're all being put on by veteran service organizations. That's VFWs or American Legions. And whatever profits they make from that, they take that back to their post, which they, VFWs, invest that in the community. So it's really a chance for them to raise money while we salute them, the veteran organizations.
So it's a win-win situation.
Right.
And we certainly won with the weather too.
That is it's beautiful out, yeah. And we have some great food. You can hear the band's great. 8 o'clock is the ceremony at the pavilion where we will officially salute our veterans. And Brigadier General 2-star from Aberdeen is going to be here as our special guest speaker.
Awesome.
Right.
Sounds great. We can't wait, and we'll be there.
Right. Thank you.
And here we are by the music, and who should turn up but the man, the myth, the legend himself, Dancing Jack. Welcome, Jack.
Glad to see you guys. Great to be here.
You're here to celebrate the 4th of July here in Northeast. What does it mean to you?
What does it mean to me? Everything. My whole family's military. My oldest brother was in the Marine Corps. I was in the Big Red One. My 2 younger twin brothers, one put 6 in the Air Force, one put 20 in. My oldest boy's got 5 years in the 29th Infantry, 20 in the Coast Guard. My second oldest boy's got 20 years in the Coast Guard. I have 2 grandkids in the military, one in the Air Force, one in the Marine Corps, and I got a 15-year-old granddaughter going to First State Military Academy in Delaware.
Woo! And you should see him dance, folks. Jack, thanks to you and your family. Happy 4th of July.
Glad to be here and glad to could do it.
Deputy Chief Donohue, what preparations go into today's event?
Well, we just like to make sure we have coverage for folks who are here to make sure that they remain safe. We have fireboats on the water. We are cooperating with the Coast Guard. We have law enforcement here to make sure folks stay in order. And we also have several medic units, two ambulances standing by. We have medics on bikes and on gators so we can get through crowds if we have crowds, so that we can just make sure if something does happen that we're prepared to handle it.
And what does 4th of July mean to you?
It means a lot to me. It means that we have a place where we can grow up and feel somewhat safe. Unfortunately, with lots of things going on around the world, we definitely also, all of us have to take a responsibility to make sure that if we see something, we do say something, and we make sure that our neighbors are safe and call for help if our neighbors need it.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem.
What's your name and where do you live?
Mike Welker. I live right up the street here in Northeast.
What does 4th of July mean to you?
4th of July, it's a great time. It's when we come together to celebrate the founding of our nation, our independence, when we became independent, our own nation. When we separated from Europe, when we separated from Great Britain, became more than just colonies and became our own culture, our own people. So it's a great time to come together and celebrate that.
Why is Cecil County a great place to be on 4th of July?
Oh, Cecil County is fantastic on the 4th of July. We we may not have any big cities, any huge, celebrations like they have in Boston or Baltimore, but we know how to throw a party here. We know how to celebrate our freedom, and we know how to come together and have a good time.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
That'd be great. Well, folks, the excitement is building at our Salute to Veterans. We're here on the water for the duck race with Kaylin and Devin. Kaylin, you got a duck in this race?
Yes.
You think it's going to win?
I don't know.
How about you, Devin? You have a duck?
Yes.
Yours is going to win, right?
We have the same duck. We have the
All right.
same duck.
The same duck, okay.
Yeah.
Can you wish the people a happy 4th of July?
Happy 4th of July.
And here's the guy that created this race and is running things today, Lieutenant Ed Taylor. Ed, what's going on?
Well, I'm not running it today. The Purple Heart Group is taking it over, so I'm pretty much out of it, just a volunteer. But yes, I started this thing at the VFW and the Lions Club, and we were very successful in it, so it continues. The design, as far as being able to move the ducks down there, was a problem. 4 o'clock in the morning, I figured out, instead of pulling them, is pushing them, so it works well. I'm also the Memorial Day Parade judge for the last 3 years, and that was tough this year because there's money and trophying involved. But I'm also involved in a lot of other veteran organizations.
Well, thank you for your service as a veteran, Ed, and thank you for your ongoing service.
You're welcome. You're quite welcome.
When's the race go off?
Now.
Awesome. Shall we watch?
They all are the same.
That one duck is bill and feathers ahead of the other ones. I don't know. All this excitement is making me really hungry. Can we stop back later?
What's your name and what school do you go to?
My name is Chase Blum and I go to St. Mark's High School.
Oh, what grade are you in?
I'm in 10th grade.
So what does 4th of July mean to you?
4th of July means a time to spend time with family and friends and to celebrate some of the freedoms that we have in this country that not everyone else in the world is lucky enough to enjoy.
What do you like to do on 4th of July?
I like to head out on the boat and hang out on the river, barbecue, and spend time outside.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Schneckenburger, what does 4th of July mean to you?
4th of July is the birth of the country, really. You have the Declaration of Independence. It's been an institution in America since 1776. So it's always a good reason to come out and celebrate family and country. Patriotism comes out huge on this day, but I really like the town of Northeast does and celebrates veterans and the sacrifices they make so we can have a 4th of July every year in the kind of country, the greatest country in the world, for sure.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Our Army and our military has always done what the nation has asked it to do and continues to do that today. After enemies attacked our nation on September 11, 2001, our Army responded and answered the call. Our nation knows that liberty and freedom are words worth fighting for, and no one does it better than America's military.